Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful, bright, sunny Friday morning. If it's not sunny where you at, just wait on it. Just wait on it. This is another episode of
Oh
No
no.
Snooze. No snooze. We back in here. Ready to give y'all daily updates on life, news, and whatever else comes to mind, man. I'm Dezo the introvert, and I'm joined by one of the best guys on YouTube, uh, Oxman. Introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
What's good? What's good, y'all? Like Dezo said, happy to see y'all today on Friday. Y'all know what time it is, man. Get off your ass and on your feet. Um, man, what's new with you, Dezo? Everything good?
Everything been good, man. Everything been good. Can't complain, man. It was a busy week, but we back at it. Ready to give y'all some more content.
Yeah, no doubt. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share the video, comment, do all of the things that you need to do. Damn, what the hell? What is an ant on my arm?
Oh dang.
God. Okay, but so let's start today with a quick quote. Today's quote is simple and straight to the point. Be strong. You never know who you are inspiring.
Mm,
Again, be strong. You never know who you are inspiring.
it's
And there's
fire.
always somebody watching, man. You never know when you're being an inspiration to somebody. So man, keep pushing, keep doing
Hmm.
your thing. You know. Um, what's good? What's good, J-Rob? What's good, Shift God? Tex is not here to what you about to say, Deza?
Oh no, I was just saying what up, fellas. To the
Oh
to the
yeah.
chat.
Tex is not here to go over some financial things. So I'm gonna get straight to the weather, man. This is the weather brought to you by Google. So if you got a problem with the weather, man, holla at Siri, man. It wasn't me. Um, Straight to it. New York City today, high 55, low 39 with clear skies and expect a little bit of wind as well. Tomorrow, high 57, low 47 and cloudy. Sunday, high 59, low 44, also cloudy. In the ATL, high 71, low 40 and clear skies. Tomorrow, high 76, low 55 and partly cloudy. On Sunday, high 80, low 62, cloudy skies. Chicago, today, high 45, low 36, also partly cloudy. It's a very cloudy week to this week, y'all. Saturday, high 53, low 38. Sunday, high 44, low 41, cloudy weekend. Houston, today, high 74, low 58, partly cloudy. Saturday, high 76, low 68, cloudy. Sunday, high 78, low 70, and you guessed it, cloudy. Bringing it to the West Coast and Seattle today, high 57, low 45, and mostly sunny. Saturday, high 58, low 43, back to clouds.
Mm.
Sunday, high 59, low 46, partly cloudy as well. Down in Los Angeles today, more clouds, high 61, low 55. And this weekend, it'll just be light rain all weekend, high 58, low 52 tomorrow, and high 59, low 41 on Sunday. Um, that is the weather brought to you by Google.
And this guy. And this guy. Ron, that's not me. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me, Ron. It's crazy. You try to put the weather on me, bro.
Context. How you feeling, man?
Yo, what's the word, fellas? What's going on? Top of the morning, top of the morning. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the morning show powered by the people for the people, man. Let me just
Uh,
give y'all
well, hold on,
the
real quick, text.
yeah.
J-Rob, should we add Toronto into the rotation of cities? Because we waiting. I think we were supposed to add Detroit sometimes too. I think we letting our Detroit brothers down
Yeah,
right now.
we had one guy in Detroit.
It was one. Okay.
Stezo, yes. Stezo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stezo.
Okay.
Shout out
So
to
yeah,
Steez.
We'll
we
consider
might
Toronto. I'm not gonna hold you. We'll consider
we might have
Toronto.
to we might have to throw a couple cities into the rotation. I'll see about it.
Canada needs
Canada,
love,
no
man.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Canada needs love
We
is
might do
crazy.
Canada, but let's do Montreal or Edmonton.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got fans in that's crazy. You got fans in Edmonton? That's tough. That's fine. That's fine. So with the gas prices, just to let y'all know, the national gas price it stayed relatively the same. This time it's just for the certain cities, it kind of went up and down. For New York, it's at $3.44. It's only up 3 cents. Premiums at 3.53. Atlanta, it went down 2 cents. Is at 3.35 for regular. Premiums at 3.79. For Houston, it's up 3 cents. It's at 3.14, which is pretty fire. I'm not gonna hold you. 3.14 for gas is amazing. Premium is 3.61. For Chicago, y'all down about 23 cents. Y'all at $4, $4.03. Premiums at 4.54. For Seattle, it went up 12 cents. It's at 4.49 for regular. For premiums at 4.72. For LA, y'all still at the $5 mark. It went up 3 cents. Is at 5.02, and premiums at 5.23. Mississippi, aka KKK Town, is still the lowest, and we're still not going over there, bro.
How do you dare to drive around when gas is $5.02? You know, I wouldn't even drive my car places. You know,
Low key, you're forced to. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean,
I don't got no
at
option.
least, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like California's train system is not as advanced as the other, because there's too much land to cover. Technically, no.
No, we solid in the major cities. We solid with public transportation as far as light rails. Some subways in the Bay. So like the subways in the Bay. That's
I
like
know that they got them.
You know,
but
the
it's not.
BART.
Is it extensive? Is like really
Yeah,
extensive?
it's in all. I mean, from in Sacramento, in the Bay Area, in LA, in San Diego. Yeah, it's extensive as far as you know, like the light rail train station systems go. They set on all that, and then obviously you know they all got buses, but you know, but I mean, as far as like the whole state, like you right though, it's just so, you know,
it's so big, yeah, it's so vast. It's like, yo, you better off just like building highways and expressways to compensate for it, rather than
right.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
but I mean, first of all, $5 a gallon in California, that's cheap. We good, like we good. I mean, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been $5 for so long. It's just, you know, shit, we've seen six. Shit, last year we were seeing sevens.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
so,
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
Hey, it's your man right here, Tex, up here on the Breakfast Club, capping.
Wait, what? Oh, come on. That's not my man's, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Bro, get him out of there. Pack him up, son. Whatever they doing in Haiti, bro, New York might have to take suit, man. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Pack him up, bro. Yeah. Turn New York up, man. Turn New York up. Pack him up, man. Get him out of there. And Mayor Adams, he's a bozo. Like, talk about being blinded by clout. Like, he was like, yo, he said, he had the audacity to say to them, it was like, yo, you guys are having a field day ever since I've been in office. Like, you guys need me. Like, what? What? Yo, bro, you're delusional, bro. You're delusional. Pack him up, son.
All right, man. Let's get into some culture talk, man. Let's get into some culture talk. We got a few things that I wanted to run down. We got some quick hits. That I wanted to get down for y'all. First,
we're gonna need a soundboard like instantly, bro. Chat. We need a soundboard, yo.
Hey, man,
Desmond doing his own ad libs.
Donate to donate to the pod. You know what I'm saying? You know, raise some money for the soundboard, man. Beyonce drops her long-awaited country album. I don't even know the name of the joint, but she dropped that joint. She dropped it last night. Me and my girl were listening to it. You know, it started off a little shaky, but she got into her groove towards the middle of the track list, and she hit a stride. You know what I'm saying? We haven't finished it off yet. We're gonna get to the rest of it probably later today. But it sounded pretty good so far. That song with Miley Cyrus is a hit, man. It's a hit. Can't lie to you.
Oh, Molly Cyrus went back into her bag.
Yeah, she went back into her country bag, man.
she got right up out of Mike Will's bag, and then she said, "I'm going to my bag." All right, man.
Absolutely. Easy talking about Let That Happen, Drake. I would have known the album title.
right.
Easy, you don't know that,
Chad
man.
is catching on, man. Chad's catching on.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you would have knew every single track on the joint.
This thing, right. Break it down,
Bryson
scientifically
Tiller.
and all that.
Bryson Tiller plans to drop his album April 5th, which is next week on Friday. So make sure y'all look out for that. Metro Boomin.
Let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it a buck. Was people really anticipating Bryson Tiller? Let's keep it a buck.
I mean, he got a fan base. You know what I'm saying? He got a fan base. You know. He had a decent one. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not denying it. I'm not denying. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. Like I haven't been seeing people clamor like, "Oh my God, Bryson Tiller." I haven't seen that.
He's more my generation. So I mean, I think that's what it is.
What?
But
Text, we too old.
Oh man, y'all old. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pack me up with Ox. Ox is an old head, bro. Don't do that, bro. Ox is an old head. Don't put me in that box, bro. Don't do that. I know who Bryson Tiller is, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, wait.
What?
Metro
Boomin.
Whoa. I definitely know Bryson.
Yeah, he got me in the 50s with chill. Nah,
but Ox, you more of the
I'm not listening to Bryson Tiller,
Chris Brown, Trey Songz era. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm before that.
I'm
Usher Joe. I'm Usher Joe R. Kelly.
Even Ox.
I'm even before that.
So
you
keep
my son Avant.
Yeah, keep Sweat and Jaheim. You know what I'm saying?
So you understand where I'm coming from.
I just saw a nasty video of Smokey Robinson gyrating, bro. Yo, Smokey, what's happening? You should not be performing anymore, bro. I saw Aaron Hall humping the floor. What's going? Stop performing, old men. Stop.
Hell nah, y'all all niggas keep going. That's how you staying young. As soon as you stop performing, your body gonna break down, bro. Y'all better keep going. Keep going. Cause Smokey in his 80s.
Yeah, Ox. Look, Ox. Smokey's so established. There's no way he should be gyrating with a silk shirt half open. I don't even know how I got into my algorithm, bro. He was like, what's going on? Like, I throw my phone out the window, bro. What's going on, son?
Last on the music side, we got Metro Boomin. He dropped his album and he's on pace to sell 200K his first week. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Shout out to Metro Boomin. In future,
he's definitely taking over that. In my opinion, that Lex Luger, and shout out to Lex Luger because he's very, very forgotten in this introduction of this wave. Shout out to Lex Luger, but I think that Metro Boomin has taken that kind of Juicy J production and Lex Luger production, kind of like mashed them together and kind of made that his own little thing. So shout out to Metro Boomin, man. Shout out to Metro
Boomin. His production's always been solid, man. He's
been solid. I just want to see if he steps out of his pocket. He does it from time to time. It's just like he goes back to what he knows. Which you can't fault him, but he kind of goes back to what he knows.
Grew up off that trap sound, So it's hard to get away from something that works, But like you said, sometimes you got to push yourself as an artist and step out of that. But I mean,
I'm curious to see who would be his verses. Like, who would be like a good counterpart for him? Like, if he had a verses.
Probably like Southside or maybe
it would have to be Southside.
Or maybe 3-6 or 808 Mafia. My bad. I was about to say 3-6
808, Mafia. Probably TM88, Southside. Probably I would say also surprisingly enough, maybe Pierre Bourne. Might because he got he has a catalog under his belt. I don't know if he's gonna compete with Metro, but yeah, we outside. Yeah, come outside. Yeah. Like he's got Magnolia. He got a couple of joints. He got a couple of Uzi joints. So it might be interesting.
So one of the quick hits that I want to hit y'all with is Marsha Ambrose. Marsha Ambrose was on an interview with R&B Money, and she was talking about Stevie Wonder and questioning his blindness, right? And Marsha Ambrose, to quote her, she says, he said that there's a ribbon in our sky. Is there? And I'm like, Stevie, how do you know? Like, how do you know, Stevie? And
Shaq already said he could see. I'm rolling with Shaq. Shaq never lied to me. Shaq said Stevie saw this, politicked with him and everything, knew where his hand was at and all that. Yeah, like, I don't understand, bro. I know your senses actually, your senses get a little bit sharper, your sense of hearing, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But yo, listen, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just, I wouldn't be surprised if he was like partially, you know what I mean? And obviously he just wears a shade so it doesn't look, so, you know what I'm saying? And it probably might be because you never know, man.
Context. I mean, same could be said about you, man. You know what I'm saying? You
always low key. Yeah, I'm definitely partially blind for sure.
I mean, blind is it's a spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah.
Just being legally blind don't mean I'll just see black. I can see shapes. You know what I'm saying? I can see shadows. Right. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different levels to blind, so we never know. I do know. Last week I was in Seattle. We had like a business thing, and some of us, we went out and we was having dinner after like a long day of meetings and whatnot. And I was out of nowhere, we just started talking about it. And I was like, yo, like, first of all, I think I already ran this down to y'all. Like, Helen Keller, that's a myth. Second of all, Stevie Wonder, right? You know what I'm saying? I think Stevie could see a little bit. I'm talking about, they were at the table. Right. A couple brothers kind of got mad, like, yo, why are you saying that? He can't see, he's blind. I'm like, bro, that nigga ain't blind, man. You can't convince me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. He's already up there, bro. I know the finesse. I can see it from a mile away, man. He's partially blind. One of my homeboys is colorblind.
Is that pun intended, Tex? You can see it from a mile away.
Yeah. Facts. That's my point. I mean, it just flows. It flows like that. It flows like water, Ox. My thing is, I got one of my homies that's colorblind, and what we used to do was we would have to go, sometimes when he had to go pause, like, not to say like we took him shopping, but he needed help sometimes because, like, he wasn't able to differentiate certain hues, like, so like certain colors he wasn't able to see. So yeah, there was a couple of times that we baited him into bad colors, you know what I mean? Like a couple of mustard yellows, you know what I mean? Colors that he wasn't really trying to buy. He was like, because he wanted to get like camel clothes, and we put him in yellow, you know what I mean? Put him in red.
When the North Carolina blue Jordans came out, y'all didn't get those for him. Y'all got them.
Yeah. We got him.
Got
one
the gray
time we
joints.
made him buy like some crazy Vans that he thought was like, it was insane. Like we finessed him, but yeah. Sometimes, listen, bullying builds character. He's still one man.
Bullying people with disabilities shows a lot about who you are.
I was going to say, bro, that's wild.
It's not a disability,
not a disability, bro.
Don't pay me on as that guy, bro.
If I need your help and input to get through regular day activities such as choosing what color to wear, I have a disability. And if you're gonna take advantage of that disability,
I'm not taking it.
and decide to poke fun at us or me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. That's like, man, you know what? Thing is, you lucky, Tex. Being I don't want to go the desert route and say that you're old and you're but just happy that you're not of this generation, Tex. That's a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? So being the 90s, baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm foolproof from hate crimes. Like, no hate crimes. We don't do hate crimes. Everything goes, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh my God. I missed the
everything
fucking
was
90s,
going
bro.
on in the 90s. I'm not gonna hold you. Everything was going on.
I missed the 90s. I missed the early 2000s, bro. There were no rules. It was a lawless time. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no such thing as a hate crime. You could say say anything. You could call anybody anything. You know what I mean?
No Diddy. No
I'm
Diddy.
not gonna give any examples, but we can say anything we want to.
Yeah, man.
We done with the 90s, y'all. We done with the 90s. Especially with these two guys right here. We done with the 90s. We are done.
No, we ain't done. We ain't done with shit. Hey, Pebble, baby, take that.
No, you can't.
No,
You
Diddy.
know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, Diddy.
We
No,
ain't
Diddy.
done
No,
with
Diddy.
nothing. Hey, but
we done. We done.
No.
sometimes though, you ever see like little kids nowadays, and I've done this with my son a couple times. Where he'll say something crazy, and you just be like, "Bro, do you get punched in the face at school?" You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, "No." You know, I'm like, "Well, okay, because I would have punched you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah, there's
that's
some people. This. Go ahead,
mhm.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's the thing, bruh. Like a lot of these newer kids, you could tell that they never been punched in the face before. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that they get away with anything that they say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
And they got
with
more
no
of a
like,
punchable face. I don't know if
yeah,
that's a thing
Right.
growing up. Remember back in the day, like yo, if you just got a face that you just want to punch, like yo, you're a
Yeah.
cool person. I got nothing against you, but your face makes me mad.
like
That might be that might be a
a lot of
trauma
these
thing. I'm
kids
not gonna
grow
hold
up with
you.
like confidence and like
Right,
entitlement, but the confidence turns to entitlement. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like they grow up like feeling like they can
Well,
say
it's for.
whatever and do whatever.
I feel like it's definitely more false sense of confidence now than back in the
Mhm.
days because I feel like the bullying kind of like the fake confident people. I think like bullying, not bullying, but I feel like children teasing each other, things of that nature. You know, jokes.
Yeah.
You know, doing the dozens, things like that. I think it really kind of built your character in terms of like, oh damn, like maybe I'm not as cool as I thought I was. Maybe I wasn't
Mhm.
as funny as I thought. Like it taught. I feel like sometimes it teaches people social cues, and I feel like that's what a lot of people are lacking now. Like you put people
Yeah.
Yeah.
in like a group environment, Jesus Christ, bro, it's like bots talk NPC talking to a bot. It's insane. You know
But
what I mean? Like social cues
sometimes a lot of that did help us build confidence, though. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Just knowing, realize, like you know, L bullying. You know, there's no. I don't like bullying. I never did. It was never a good thing. So I don't want to use the word bullying, but
Right,
like
right,
how you
right,
said,
right.
like you said though, Tex, kids making fun of each other, kids joking on each other, you know, shooting the dozens, you know, stuff like that. Your mama this, your mama
Right,
that. That's why I
right,
seen your sister over here. You know what I'm saying? That
right,
type of shit. Yeah, yeah. You know, talking about it like that's not bullying. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's just kids being kids. Nowadays, we're not allowed to do that. Like nowadays, that
right,
is considered bullying. I think that
right.
that's a detriment. Like we don't ever bring bullying back, but you know, let kids have fun. Let kids fight when they're little. It's no big deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I
I
think that
think
helps us.
going through those emotional, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, like little, you know what I'm saying, like you know, you in sixth grade, seventh grade. Now you dealing with this. You going through different dynamics. I feel like it's like this like thing where it goes from little kids to you're trying to treat them like adults. Like and now
hmm
there's like no growth for them. You know what I mean? Like it's like feels like time between sixth grade to like high school is like all a blur for kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's like yo, I want to go straight to be an adult and move like an adult. So
hmm
I'm with you, L bullying, but like let's bring back like building character. Let's call it building character.
No,
Let's
let's
build
Mhm.
some
bring back
character.
let's bring back picking on each other. All right.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? We could pick on each
Right.
other a little bit, man. Ain't nothing wrong
That's a
with
fact.
that, man. It ain't
That's a
gonna
fact.
hurt
That's a fact.
nobody.
Yeah, yeah. No, we don't support bullying, yo. We don't support bullying.
Never support bullying. Never
That's a fact.
support bullying.
Oh,
Punch a local bully in the face today.
that's a fact. One more thing before we do. I don't know if Dezo has one more thing. But I wanted to bring up
Yeah.
Eric Sermon is doing an album where I think he's gonna be partnering up with a lot of like greatest producer or rap duos. So I think that he's gonna get like an Eminem and Dr. Dre feature where Eminem is on the board. I mean, Dr. Dre's on the board, Eminem's rapping. I think he's gonna do an Outcast. Like I think he's gonna have like that whole thing. So I'm interested to see because obviously Eric Sermon and has a lineage, you know, of production, rapping, things like that. So I'm curious to see who he's gonna pick in terms of like the new generation. You probably might see like a 21 Savage or like a Future and Metro. That might be interesting to see. Like, you know, top producer. You guys have like your favorite producer and artist that's like kind of that are like synonymous with each other?
Um. Um. I think Madlib and Freddie Gibbs
Okay.
have good chemistry with each other. Oh, no, wait, not Madlib. Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs. Alchemist and Freddie
Mm-hmm.
Gibbs have good chemistry with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Conductor and all of Griselda have great chemistry.
Right, right,
Um,
right. Oh, you're not saying the one that I'm thinking that you're supposed to say. Oh my god.
Metro and 21 and Future.
Okay.
Have great chemistry. I mean, Metro would a lot of people have great chemistry though. You know what I'm saying?
I got
which one you think I'm which one you think I should say?
You missing some. You got to shout out Ross and Justice League. Ross and Justice League.
Ross
don't
and Justice League, yeah,
miss.
for sure.
Don't miss. The Olympics too with Ross don't miss as well. I will also say Jeezy and Shorty Red. I will also say Quiet as Kept, Harry Fraud and French Montana. Quiet as Kept. If you guys know, they got. I'm not gonna hold you. They got that. They got a way together. Who else? Who else I'll give? Gucci and Zaytoven for sure. Gucci and Zaytoven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think that's dope.
Zaytoven's another one that could be really good in the verses.
Yeah. Zaytoven and Metro. Yeah, that'll be tough.
Yeah, Zaytoven would be fire because he got some really nice beats, man.
That's a fact.
But yeah, let me run down these last two topics that I wanted to get into real quick. First and foremost, y'all see the thumbnail, man. Let's get into MF Doom, bro. On the 23rd of this month was the 20th anniversary of when MF Doom and Madlib dropped Mad Villainy. So shout out to MF Doom. RIP to a legend. Definitely that. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to Mad Villainy, but it's one of the greatest rap albums of all time. So if y'all are ever interested in listening to some really smooth beats on a nice production, then go ahead and get at a spin, man. Give yourself a reason to get a mean face while you listen to some music this weekend,
I mean, if you love Griselda, then you know what I mean, it's gonna get them type of, you know what I mean, grimy.
Yeah, definitely those type of vibes.
Beats. Yeah, for sure. And you know what the funny thing is? I was not a big MF Doom fan when I was younger. Like I was not. It actually took this one shorty that I was dealing with. She was like a big MF Doom. It couldn't click into my head like why. I was like, yo, this is like he's all over the place. This is like J Electronica, but like slurred. Like what's going on? Like he's too all over the place. And then one time I just like, sat down and kind of like consumed the album, pause. And ever since then I understood. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like this big MF Doom fan, but I understand why people, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see why.
Yeah, man. Ox, I don't know if have you given Mad Villainy a listen or not?
I haven't. No.
Okay. Yeah, man. It's a great album. Make sure y'all check it out. Obviously, MF Doom passed, so
right. RIP.
Yeah, RIP MF Doom. But last but not least, I wanted to get into this Joker 2 situation, right? Joker 2 is being worked on, and insiders privy to filming and early versions of the film say that the movie leans heavily towards being mostly a jukebox musical, as it integrates at least 15 songs of very well-known songs, not non-known songs, just very well-known songs. So they're turning one of the greatest villains of all time into a musical. You know what I'm saying?
Joker's a musical now?
They're gonna have him singing in this bitch. What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing?
Yo, who's making this movie, Dezo? Who's in control of this? Who's producing this shit? What studio? Who's writing this? I need to know who's
somebody gotta get snuffed out. Somebody gotta get duffed out, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
So obviously Warner Bros is the people behind
it. Talking about like Rent. DRob is not gonna be fired, bro.
Yo, DRob want to sing along too. That's what he want to do. He want to sing along and dance. He want to sing along and dance.
So obviously
Bro, the desert. The last thing we need is Joaquin Phoenix spinning around
Right.
talking about I want to dance with
So
somebody.
the thing is, right? The thing is, right?
Woo!
They got
Whatever
they're
the
bringing
heat.
in
No, nigga, chill.
they're bringing in Lady Gaga to be
Yo,
to be
Joaquin Phoenix dancing to Whitney Houston is insane.
yeah, they're bringing in Lady Gaga to be Harley Quinn in the movie. So that might play into the
Swear.
fact that they're turning it into a musical.
Brother.
I'm not
Oh,
watching that
brother.
shit, bro. I'm off it. I'm not watching. No, get me
Yo,
wrong though.
it's
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all notice or not, but I fuck with Lady Gaga.
mhm,
Like, I just want to put that on record and say I fuck with Lady Gaga. That movie she did with Bradley Cooper, fire. That shit was dope.
mm,
Obviously that's a remake. That's a remake movie. It was dope. The soundtrack was dope. The song her and Bradley Cooper did together was dope. But I'm not feeling this at all. I don't want her to play Harley Quinn because Margot Robbie already did it.
Thank you.
So,
That part.
you know what I mean?
That's
That's
she
gonna
played
fuck
it
it
the
up for
best.
me.
Yeah.
You
If
know
it's
what I
not Margot
mean?
Robbie, I'm not watching it, bro. I'm not watching
Shit,
it.
the only person I can see right now. Well, you know who I really want to see play Harley Quinn? Sydney Sweeney. I could get with that.
Yo,
I could
come
get
on.
with
So,
Sydney Sweeney play her.
All
All right,
she's been everywhere you got her on.
right.
She's been everywhere. So she's
I'm
in
gonna chill. I'm
everything.
gonna chill.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
chill.
yeah.
I'm gonna
We
chill.
good.
I'm gonna chill.
We
I'm
got
gonna
our
chill.
dose of Sydney
But I don't want to
Sweeney,
see.
bro.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Joaquin Phoenix dancing around to. I want to dance with somebody. That's all. I don't think I could do this one.
I don't know what kind of music they're gonna have in this joint, but yeah, in the description of the movie on like you can Google this. It says is an upcoming American musical psychological thriller, and I'm like, bro, how does that correlate? How can you make a like he going stab somebody, murder him, and then be like,
And then go into it.
my dream?
Like, what?
Like,
Nah, no, you're not doing that.
What kind of
That's
shit
what you're
is
not
that?
gonna do, Joaquin Phoenix. You're not gonna stab someone and then go into a song and dance, bro. This is not
Yeah,
Glee,
bro.
bro.
It's
Pack it
gonna
up.
it's gonna
Pack it
It
up,
feel
might,
bro.
you
Pack
know,
it up.
on second thought though, y'all, it might be mad
You guys are
creative.
sick.
It might,
it's
it,
gonna
it
be
might
it's
just be
gonna be
mad
something,
creative.
bro.
It might be something we need for real.
It's gonna be
No,
Who
you
creative
knows?
for
don't
sure.
need it. The streets
See
is
what
not
y'all
asking.
see.
The streets ain't asking for this.
You see what DRob said earlier. A second ago. He said they could be doing it from the way that the Joker sees the world. It could be all from his, POV. You know what I'm saying? So we could be getting an insight to his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see what
yeah.
you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, I guess that. Damn. I'd rather. Yo.
I'm gonna need Gaga to really show out for this film though. Like
Gaga can sing.
I can't.
Man.
That's
Gaga.
That's what she could do. Gaga could blow a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need her. I'm gonna need her to show out on this movie set, or it's just gonna be. It's gonna be dumb. Like, why? What are you here for, Gaga? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on,
if you're not going, I'm saying no text.
Demons?
Not. I don't know text. I don't want to see no musical. I don't like musicals. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like Grease. I didn't like
Footloose.
Cats. I didn't like. Was Footloose. I don't think I've seen Footloose. I don't like musicals. All right. I didn't watch High School Musical. I don't like. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was forced to watch High School Musical because that was all that Disney's been showing.
My cousins, like my little cousin and my sister, like they liked it. I wasn't watching that shit. They only wanted to watch Corbin Blue and jump around and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching the musicals. You know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong. Like now, I'm a Zac Efron fan. That's my dude. I fuck with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
But I'm not watching no musicals, bro. So that's Zac Efron go crazy, bro. I fuck with Zac Efron.
Cold, bro.
Zac Efron, he like what's the dude? What's my man?
You guys find the weirdest fan base to be a part of.
What's the one white boy? What's the one white boy from Pineapple Express? Not Seth Rogen, but the other white boy. Oh, Franco. Franco.
Yeah, that's my guy. James Franco. That's my guy.
Yeah, I fuck with Franco and Efron. Them dudes was funny. But just so I can stay focused. I just want to say, like, if Gaga goes about this the right way, and they pick the right songs, I might could get with this text. I might could get with it. I said I was gonna watch it. I'm going back on it.
My only hesitance is that
it's gonna be about 7 songs for sure.
No, they said that they said it's at least 15 songs in that.
Oh hell nah, fuck nah.
That's what you guys. More tunes for your head top. More
Yo,
tunes for your head top. That's what you wanted, Ox. More tunes for your head top.
It's gonna be more singing. It's gonna be more singing than acting in that mug. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know,
well, Gaga better come here showing some skin then. That's all.
We'll see, man.
Right.
I need something to keep me interested.
Right. We need a feature from Sexy Red at this point. We need a feature.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, but yeah.
He who shall not be named. We can't say that broad name.
We need that.
Oh, I fucking hate her.
That's gonna do it for the culture, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping into that.
You trying to drop that link for DRob? That's all?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, MVK in his home. For everybody that knows, I was in tune with New York music. MVK is a rapper, probably one of the most more the lyrical rappers. He's coming from the GD side. That was beefing with like this whole thing right now. But
what you mean by that?
Easy. Click that link if you're trying to pull up too, bro.
There was in New York. There's a whole it's street politics. He wasn't on the popular side compared to how Pop Smoke and the rest of them was popular. They was on the other side. So that was kind of like the fueling thing during that time. But he got locked up. He came back home, did a couple of freestyles. So you know, it's always good to see a black man home. You know what I mean? So and he was making some noise for what it was worth. Labeled himself as the Brooklyn bad guy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he comes back up into it.
DRob.
Shout out.
What's good, fellas? Salute.
What up?
What's the word?
Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that musical, man. Open your minds up, bro. It might be all right.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
If it's only, I just want you to know it's only certain villains in comics who could get off a musical. And Joker is one of the. He's one of like the handful that could get it off. Like I'm just.
Who is it? Him and the Riddler?
Probably him, the Riddler. I'd probably say if you took like I don't know if you know who Zatanna is. She's a magician. She worked. I don't know if you ever seen the original Justice League, like the cartoon. She used to do all the magic and shit. I'm trying to think who else. Honestly, y'all are gonna be like, what? But like Deadpool, you know, like those type of characters.
That's the person I can see.
Deadpool can get away with it.
Or like who like a little mentally unhinged, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I think I don't know, but I think how they'll do it is like Joker is an entertainer, but he's a clown, you know, that's his persona, like he's to entertain people. And so all I'm saying is I know it sounds crazy on the surface like musical, but bro, you got to think. I think they're gonna show that from his mindset, like he's deranged, you know. Yeah. That's a fair I don't think you're gonna see citizens breaking out into song and dance.
Okay,
I think I'm doing some lines like him and Lady Gaga singing while they torturing somebody, or they being a menace, they robbing a bank. You know, they making the world around them horrible through the eyes of this musical. If they got citizens and cops and firefighters singing and dancing,
everybody
it might be like I don't want to see Two-Face or the Penguin doing a two-step with them. That'll lose me. You know what I'm saying? But if they're singing around the rest of the world, they're messing up. That might be all right.
I wouldn't be mad at a feature. You know what I'm saying? One of the other villains drop in for a quick feature. But
and I like Lady Gaga. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. I like Lady Gaga.
I fuck with Gaga. But this the thing though, DRob. If it would have been explained the way you just explained it to me, like right there, I wouldn't have reacted the way I reacted. All I heard was musical and Joker. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's corny. They just trying too hard. But you know what I'm saying? If you put it that way, I can see the creativity. Now, what I need now is I need a director that's tapped in, looking at it that way. I need a director and writers that are looking into it that way. Like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it, and I can get with that. So that's I'm
curious. You got to remember in comic books, y'all, they do a lot of different shit all the time. Like, for example, I don't know if you ever heard of Marvel Zombies. They did a whole arc just on the zombie apocalypse in the superhero world. Crazy. You know, like some people. You know, when that first came out, bro, that idea wasn't really popular by every comic book reader because this ain't horror films. This is superheroes. But then Marvel Zombies, as you can see, all these years later, it just got launched by Disney for a show. You know, because I've seen the success of X-Men 97. So all I'm saying is when it comes to this comic book shit, I'm definitely with y'all. Because some things really dropped the ball. Like I've seen some bad superhero movies, and I've seen some really good stuff. So I'm like, with this one, I'm like, I could kind of get it. I could kind of get it.
If they go to route, you know what's cool? You know what's the like good looks for putting it into perspective. Like, so for example, my shorty, she made me watch the Insecure. Not Insecure. Was it Insecure? The
That's
joint
one
with
with
Zendaya?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Euphoria. Yeah.
Yes.
If they do it like
my
that,
girl ain't have
where
to
they,
make me watch that. I seen one
Yeah,
preview. I'm like, I'm sold.
no, I didn't. I wasn't in tune. Once I got into it, I was like, "Oh, what is I?" But the way
What
that
up, Ron?
the cinematography, the way that they made Shorty break the fourth wall, like if it's in that aspect, DRob, where he's kind of breaking the fourth wall, and then now the musical is in his mind, but it's not taking over everybody else. Then
Hold on, text. Hey, Ron, don't get on here talking shit. Click that link. Click that link. Pull up. Shit. Where text go? All right, so let's jump into this real quick because I only got 14 minutes left before I gotta jump. So let's get on here real quick. Let's talk about this. As most of y'all, I'm pretty sure most of y'all are aware of the tragedy that took place in Baltimore. There's been a lot of things going on after that. DRob, I know you wanted to come up here and speak specifically about some of those things. What I wanted to talk about real quick today mostly was kind of the aftermath and just some of the things that are going on. It's mostly like economic things as well. So just a quick background. In the early hours on Tuesday, a 984-foot container ship collided with a pillar of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, causing the bridge to collapse. 6 people are presumed dead. I saw last night that they actually did recover two of the bodies of the men that were killed in the situation. They're still looking to recover the other 4 bodies. So right as of now, the port of Baltimore is the 17th largest U.S. port by total tonnage, and it's the 4th largest on the East Coast. But it's been suspended until further notice, as y'all can, I'm sure y'all can imagine. They have to clean up all the debris, and things like that. So, there is, what does it say? There are 10 ships that are still waiting to get out of the port. Like, so there's 10 that are stuck in because of debris that they can't get out to the larger ships, and then there's a multitude of ships that are waiting to get into the port. So that's pretty much, I don't know if anybody talks about that, but yeah, there's a lot going on. So like with these big shipping containers with cargo ships, when they're stuck somewhere, that delays a lot because there's so many containers on there, so many different companies that are trying to move stuff, people, private, not only corporations but just regular everyday citizens trying to get things shipped to their loved ones or people, no matter where they are. So with it being the 4th largest port on the East Coast, you got to imagine with all these ships being backed up that things are being held up. So that's something that I just kind of wanted to bring up today. Just to think about things like that, how these type of things affect everyday people.
Imagine if you bought a car. You bought a car.
Oh, right, and you waiting on it. It's a lot of things. Like, there's been situations where I've had to order something that I need. It could be for work. It could be for athletics. It could be for my kids. It could be for anything, birthdays, anniversaries, anything. And it comes maybe 3 days before. Now imagine if something like this happens, like if something like in the ports up here in Portland, if God forbid something like this happened there, then I'll be like, damn, I'm ass out. I can't get to it. It's out there in the water. You know what I mean? So these things like these type of tragedies affect everyday people. I'm in Boston. Oh, shut up, nigga.
Shut up. Yeah, shut up, Ron.
Yeah. But also I did see, I'm not sure if this is what you were getting into, DRob, but the 6 men that were killed in this tragedy were immigrants.
I saw that.
Something I didn't know. I did see some right-wing media trying to use this as a way of, just blatant, just like you said, DRob, earlier, blatant racism. I've seen some things on that. I've also seen the left use it as a way to
everybody's using it
to bolster. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I hate to see people using this type of tragedy for political gain. You know what I
So-
mean? I do hate that.
So I do want to just, the reason why I was like so gung ho and I saw that y'all were talking about this, because I haven't really had an opportunity to speak on this, and I've been watching, this whole thing unfold. And the reason why I said I wanted to speak about it from a blatant racism point, and the first thing I want to say is to my hearts and condolences to all those families that have been involved in this tragedy, because it's a real tragedy. Like, this is a real tragedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, obviously from an economical standpoint, Ox, I think you hit it on the nose. I don't think people realize how much a port being cut off, especially in an area of the country that is so highly dense in population in the Northeast. I don't think people realize that. There's a Boston, Philadelphia, New York City. That's 3 alone that are in the East Coast. Then you have like the Torontos, the Montreals. All of that is along that Northeast coast. So that's a lot of major cities that are probably in some ways linked to, some of these ports. So from an infrastructure point, I'm glad you brought that up, because people need to be considerate of that. But the reason why I talk about the blatant racism is because as a black man, Alex, you and I have had talks about race, and I think I go back and forth with the, black people got to do for ourselves, and we can't complain. We got to grow as a community, and I'm all the way there with you. And I think this is where you and I have had like real long conversations about this, not getting passionate about this shit, because we have black people are doing what you're saying. People are going out, being a part of their community, doing the right thing. There's a black man as the mayor of Baltimore. I think that makes sense. Let's be honest.
Right.
Not of Des Moines, Iowa, of Baltimore, Maryland.
Doesn't Baltimore usually always have black mayors?
I need to look at the history of the mayors before I answer that. But I would hope that in the history there have been people of color, black.
It would make sense. It would make sense.
It would make sense, like I understand if this was the mayor of Des Moines, Iowa, but this is a very hard, very diversely populated city. So the reason why I bring up the racism, exactly, and the reason why I bring up the racism is this part of it. We live in a world, we talk about we want to uplift black men and we want to uplift the black community. There's a black man right now who's probably in his mid 30s that is the mayor of Baltimore, Maryland. And when people asked him about fixing the bridge, he came up and spoke more about the lives and the victims that were affected by what was going on, and said, we'll figure out the bridge once we get these bodies out the water. There are families who are still hurting from this tragedy. There are still people who just needed to be straight up rescued. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why that whole thing was a big deal to me is they were calling him a DEI mayor. And I'm gonna be honest, to me, that's the new N-word for politicians.
Yeah.
Diversity, inclusion, like
right.
Y'all understand he won the mayoral he won his mayoral campaign by a vote of over 70. He was elected. He wasn't put in to hit a status quo. And what pisses me off so much is I want my black men and women out there, they are still very scared of your power. Because even when you do everything the right way, you campaign fairly, and you're going out there and watching all of these people disrespect you. One guy said, one guy put a meme out, this white guy, very far right, puts a meme out of the mayor. He has a little afro fade. He says, that bridge need to be fixed, yo. Like, obviously speaking in, black ebonics, trying to make fun of him for how he speaks. And I just want y'all to really remind y'all, we live in a world where a black man could be fighting for a community the right way, doing the right thing, focusing on y'all always talk about focus on the people. He focuses on the people first, and everybody finds a reason why it is wrong, or they're calling him this DEI mayor, to really just take away the fact that he earned the title. And what annoys me about it,
DRob, can you elaborate on that just to make sure everybody understands what do they mean by DEI?
DEI means like diversity, equity, inclusion. So it's literally you got to remember DEI is in a lot of different facets. Like, it was in college at one point before they're starting
like affirmative action.
But it's like but DEI is in the workplace too. It's like sometimes if player's choice was all white, right? Yeah, and exactly to Zen Master's point, DI shouldn't even play a role in an election of the Rooney Rule, stuff like that. It's like if player's choice was all white, and then they hired me and you, some people say we DEI hires, we are diversity hires for that company. So I don't understand how that works in politics.
I
if
feel
you're
like a
elected by the
diversity
people.
hire for PC. Honestly,
No, but
they needed to
I
bring
think
some real niggas in there, so they brought me in. But
diversity hires are a good thing when they obviously. I don't think diversity hires is a bad thing, but in politics, you're elected. You're elected. People voted for you, and so we're in a world where Black people could do ignorant shit all day, and we love it. White media picks it up. They love it. The Adam 22s of the world, they're gonna blow that shit up. What's that white boy that made a career snitching on rappers and figuring out
1090 Jake. Yeah,
1090 Jake. We got white boys talking about black crime all day. Became a millionaire, and nobody glosses over the fact that we got this white boy caring about whether people snitch or not. But if that white boy going to snitch, his community not going to care. They're gonna be like, we taught to snitch, and it's a good thing.
He did snitch, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't care. I just think it's bullshit.
How ironic.
Yeah, I think it's ironic. But then I go at this point about, as Black people, like, we really got to keep sticking up for ourselves. All that, what's the guy's name? Elon Musk. We need to get over it as a community and move forward. We can't move forward, y'all, because they not moving forward. Nobody, we can't be asked to move forward every time, but we can't be moved forward. For example, I'll give you another example of this for the women. Caitlin Clark, and I'm not talking about the big three thing. Caitlin Clark has been in every headline about making the Team USA roster. I watched Bleacher Report put out a post saying that they are stacked. The first three names on the list were Caitlin Clark was number 1 or 2, Breanna Stewart, and then Sabrina Ionescu, who to highlight how stacked Team USA roster is. If anybody knows and watches the WNBA, the best player in the world is Asia Wilson right now. 100%. That's the best player in basketball. And if she's not the one that's the face of the reconstruction of this Team USA team, she's the face of the team. She's the most valuable player in the league. She won Defensive Player of the League. You understand what I'm trying to say? What I'm saying is we try to act like we want to uplift people in our community, and they throw us like little gifts and little treats and shit like that. But when a Black man is actually out there being for the people, like y'all tell us that y'all want us to be, doing everything the right way, following the rules, he does that, and now he's being completely ridiculed. Now they're using this, and to me, the DEI thing, he's a DEI mayor. To me, it's the new N-word.
So they're blaming him for the fact that the bridge collapsed. Is that what's happening?
No. They're not blaming him for the bridge collapse.
Before his actions after, and just the way he's presented. But my thing is,
I just hate the way they hate the way he talked, though, Ox.
They do, and I mean, so that's kind of what I was getting to. That's to be expected. Now, obviously, DRob, I kind of take a different stance about certain things. I don't like that type of shit. Like, but white folks, they do that. They say little things like talk how you said and kind of try to make fun, like, just you could tell when they're saying things, and it's like, you don't talk like that. I know you don't talk like that.
The undertone, the undertone.
The thing is, for me, it's upsetting, but I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like it. Like, okay, that shows you're scared. You know what I mean? That shows like you're uncomfortable by our presence here. You don't think we should be here, but we're here anyway. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you could do about it. You know what I mean? All you could do is talk shit. You can say these little things. Dude that made that meme wouldn't say that in his face. Dude that made that meme wouldn't make fun of him in his face. And that's why it's cool. It's all right with me. Like, keep that shit on the TV screen. Keep it so people can see it. Yeah, keep doing that, and everybody's gonna see where you are. Now, obviously, I don't like the fact that they're doing this young brother like that. I don't like that in any aspect, but there's no way around it because they're here, and they're here. They're for sure here to stay. You know what I mean? Right. They're not going nowhere. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
So it's at some point we do have to find a way to coexist. Like we got to find a way to coexist. My thing, DRob, is this. I'm tired of us. I'm tired of us having to be the ones not to have why do we have to change?
We have to be the bigger
person. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of them expecting us like, oh, well, you got to act like this to be here. Like, no. We can coexist. That's what coexist means. Coexist does not mean we all change to be like you. Coexist means that you love us for who we are, accept us for our greatness. At the same time, hold us accountable for our faults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like,
but that's not the way it works.
Everybody else, it's not the way it works.
It's not the way it works.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm okay. All I'm saying, Texas, I'm not mad at the hatred. Keep that shit up. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think
there's no way around it.
And I think, Ox, it does also go to the fact that you can see that people, and I think other races in the world, they think whiteness is the default settings.
Right.
And,
right.
And
In fact,
what I mean by
they're the minority.
Yeah, and they are the minority. And this is what I mean by that. I'll give you an example. How many of y'all have had a friend that says, "Bro, you talk white"?
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
And the reality of it is, they say you talk white because you're not my nigga in every other sentence, and you're not putting the A on the end of all your words, and you apparently you sound too articulate. That's really what you sound white because you're too articulate. But why do we have this idea that intellect is only bound?
Hey, real quick, DRob, I got a slide job.
My bad.
I'll check y'all. It's all good. I got a slide job, but I appreciate you pulling up, yeah, DRob.
Yeah,
but I'll check y'all. I'll keep
it. Salute. Now that's a great point. No, you good. That's a great point, DRob. And I just want to use the example of I don't know if you're in tune with it, but the Pat Beverly situation with Mo Bamba, right?
Yeah,
and so here's the funny thing, right? And it's funny how you said like just the presentation, and I wanted to counter what Ox was saying. I agree with what he's talking about in the broad sense of the term, but it doesn't work like that because unfortunately, throughout history, the perception that we've been painted as is in a certain box. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to remove yourself out of that box, the thought process is, if I don't act like this, I won't be perceived like this. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, that's the trick. The trick is, well, we're going to make you think if you act like this, then we're going to look at you this way. In all reality, we still look at you the same way. You know what I mean? So back to the point I was saying with the Pat Beverly thing, right? You had Roan and Pat Beverly talking about who is the top 5 whitest
and
black
that already killed it. The fact that you talk to a white boy about this is already crazy. It's already crazy.
Oh, Patrick Beverly sold out?
No.
I don't think he was trying to sell out. I don't think he was trying to sell out, but he was pandering.
I think what ended up happening is you not realizing you put yourself in the butt of the joke as well. For you to have that conversation with the white man and free flowing and asking his opinion on it is insane to me. Why do you need the cosign of your white counterpart to tell you, oh yeah, like this? So Mo Bamba tweeted at him and he said, yo, listen, I may not be gangster, quote unquote, but I'm from Harlem. I grew up in this area. Like, it doesn't take away from what I went through just because I'm able to understand my feelings and articulate my feelings. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be ignorant to be black. So that's what I think. And to be fair, here's the thing. I understand what Pat Bev is trying to say. There's a certain
Nah, you can't try to
hear me out
because we can't keep thinking that articulate black men is white. It's not a white thing.
100%. That's what I'm saying. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's the black and white thing. I think it's a class system thing. You get what I'm saying? What I mean is your economic status, your social economic status is what is more relatable to the black and white thing, because there's a lot of people that can be from all different ethnicities. If you grew up in the same area and you grew up in the same socio-economic status, you're going to have way more similarities than someone that goes to private school, that's in the suburbs, that's living in a cul-de-sac. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what your race, what your ethnicity will be, is depending on where you grow up at, there's certain similarities that's linked that is described as our culture. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, but what I'm
terminology.
Saying, yes, but what I'm saying.
But I'm with you though.
No, but what I'm saying
should not be.
But this is my thing. We're telling people that they are more white because, or we're saying that they're the whitest black person because maybe they just grew up in the suburbs and didn't grow up in the hood. Like, first of all, the fact that as a community, we already judging each other's blackness. When I'm as black as you. Me and Dezo the same complexion, but because maybe I was born in Beverly Hills and Dezo was born in Chicago,
right?
I'm less black now. That don't make no sense. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, and I'm talking, and I'm looking at Zen Master in the chat. And this is why I'm saying this is a real conversation. Is Zen Master talking about why don't white folk he said black people code switch for whites. If you spoke proper English, then shouldn't you code switch for black people too? I'm like, first of all, why white people don't have to code switch for black people, because that don't benefit them. Black people are taught to code switch so they can thrive in those environments. It's about survival. Code switching is a survival tactic. It is used so that when you get into a certain area, nobody's automatically prejudging you for who you are. There's no pre-bias. At the end of the day, again, proper English is not bound to whiteness. That's my whole point.
100%.
Code switching. Yeah. Code switching is used to say like this is how you need to talk in these settings, because if you sound too hood or too black, or like you never seen a white man change their country accent or they southern accent or they deep accent to fit in with other white people. That's my point.
So here's the thing, J-Rob. So here's the thing, right? When obviously I'm from Chicago, but I lived in Georgia for a long time, and I developed a southern accent when I lived down there. And when I made the transition to move back to Chicago, that southern accent didn't go over too well with the with the people of Southside Chicago. I was talking to them. I was talking to them in my southern accent, and they was like, "Bro, why you talking like this? Like, what?
I can't understand you, dog. I can't.
Yeah, understand. I can't. Like, what are you saying? Like, and so I had to learn how to, like, I was forced to code switch, because I didn't have like.
Is that what we call it? Code switching? That's what we call it?
Well, I mean, code switching is basically
that's like the
yeah, it's like a term where you switch how you're talking to better like relate to better fit the situation that you're in, So in the situation that I'm in, I basically picked up a more Chicago style accent, you know what I'm saying? I started just fit in basically.
That's the thing though, because I think it varies from department to department. Meaning, like, so for example, DRob, obviously,
because that's sticky. My fault.
That's all I'm saying. Like, for example, right? You're working in any type of a company, depending on the leniency, how the company's being ran, things of that nature, is gonna end up, forming your vernacular throughout. Because obviously, the way that you're gonna talk to your peer or your coworker might not be the same conversation that you're going to have with your manager. You get what I'm saying? Like, in terms of the way you use things of that nature, just by default, like you said, DRob, it is kind of a survival tactic based off of what perception is. Now, to be fair though, let's think about it like this, right? If you're working in like Dior, you can't wear your do-rag. You can't have your do-rag on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not an athleisure store. You know what I'm saying? Like saying like you know what I mean? Say like doing grrr, like you can't do that in Dior, like saying it to a customer. You can't do that. So
security following you around now. You the employee.
Right. You know what I mean? So I feel like in certain situations, it's a tough thing to balance, DRob. And I agree with the sentiment. Obviously, intellect is not bound by any race, by any ethnicity, by nothing like your brain. There's no price on what you're able to learn, right? Your intellect doesn't have a price tag. However, I feel like for some people, for them to survive in the environment, whether it be a locker room for Mo Bamba, right? For certain locker rooms, they may feel like, for me to be the chemistry to get right, I may need to get into this certain bag. I may need to develop this habit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Juice WRLD said it himself. He saw Future drinking lean, and that kind of like put that in his mind. Like, this is what the wavy thing is to do in our culture. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it depends on where you are in life, and what do you determine as how do I fit in to stand out? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work?
But that sounds like real quick, DRob. But that sounds like, but that sounds like responses to trauma though. That don't sound like what y'all really trying to describe. What y'all really describing to me, what I'm hearing is reactions to trauma in your environment.
Mm.
Break that down. I think that's very true. But Easy, I think you selling it short, because I think there's a lot of traumas in our communities. But I think also, for example, code switching is something that is probably taught to some Black kids by their parents. I mean, you got to think, you got kids from inner cities that are going to all white schools and college. Completely different environments. And the reason why I speak about this is because I'll be honest, I have all of that firsthand experience. Went from a high school where I was around Black and Spanish kids. I went to a in my same town, I went to a program, a honors program where I was around like white, Asian, and Indian kids, and I saw how my teachers, I had to almost prove my brains to my teachers compared to my other classmates. I also realized when I was going to college, now I'm in certain environments that some of my Black teammates aren't around me in, I have to really be mindful of myself. So I don't think that's just trauma. I think that's how we are looked at, because I think what Black people forget is Dezo could be from Chicago and I could be from Beverly Hills, but we walk into the same room together, there's an inherent bias about who we are before we open up our mouths. That's just the truth. And I feel like we gotta stop being so unreal to that. We gotta stop thinking about shit as a community on a surface level, because it don't be that simple on a surface level. Like I agree with what he said about that mayor. It's good that people are seeing that blatant racism because he ain't do nothing wrong in what he spoke about, and people still had all these problems. So you can see they tell us to get over these things and stop the woe is me or we're victim blaming. But bro, they're literally calling him a N-word mayor because they don't like how his vernacular sounds. And I'm like, but if he came up there if he was a football player and sounded like Xavier Leggett, they would say his accent is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's in a position of political power, how he sounds it's a big deal to an audience because of the position of power that he's in. If he was a football player, nobody would care.
But J-Rob, real quick,
What up,
Breezy, I'm gonna send you the rock. But real quick, J-Rob, that's the power that we give people. So at the same time, we gotta look at ourselves, because that's the power that we give them.
But that's what I just said. I just said I just said earlier before, like, I understand that we got to do a lot of internal fixing within our own community. However, my issue is even though we have this internal fixing, we still have a group of people within our community that believe that the things that go on in the outside world don't exist. Right. And so that's the problem. You can't just try to fix yourself internally, but still you dealing with things on the outside. So what I'm saying is, we can fix this house. We can make this house good.
But there's a hurricane outside.
But there's a hurricane outside. There's an earthquake. So easy. The foundation, the crib is good. But at the end of the day,
that shit not going to last.
We still got to go to work. We still got to leave. And it's a hurricane outside. So that's my whole thing about it. I want everybody to know I am not with the victimization shit. I am with us moving forward. But we also have to know who we are combating against. And we're not just competing against ourselves. We're competing against a system that don't really want to see us thrive. Because a mayor can speak eloquently about the victims who have been affected by a tragedy. And ultimately, fellas, that still ain't enough. It wasn't enough.
Right. DRob, real quick, I wanted to say this. Speaking about how, like,
that's
you're a kid from so basically we get stereotyped once people see us, you know what I'm saying? We get stereotyped, right? And I want to speak on that because I used to go to this university, and in the dorms, there was a lot of uppity, white kids in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of privileged white kids who probably don't see too many black kids at all. You know what I'm saying? So, me being me, the way that I tried to fit into situations, like I try to come off as less threatening. You know what I'm saying, to any white people, because I know what the. But the thing is, I know the stereotype of Southside Chicago. I know what they expecting of me. I know that they expect me to.
Is that his trauma, or is that our trauma?
I mean, I could say
is that Dezo's trauma, or is that a community trauma? Be honest with me.
I think it's on both sides, because for one, Dezo right now is making.
I don't mean to cut you off, Dezo. I just wanted to. No, he was saying, and I thought that was important that you brought that up.
Real quick, Dezo, because one, I think you're making yourself docile when, like, all right, we already know you already, right? But let's just say you had like a more like a upbeat personality. You was more out there and going crazy, right?
I'm not upbeat, bro. What you mean?
No, bro, you know what beat I'm talking about. You got Chicago niggas, bro. You already know what beat I'm talking about, bro. So let's just say you like that, bro. But you come into this environment and you feel like you have to change. So the environment made you have to be docile. Why? Because you know from past experience and from other people experiences and other people word of mouth, you for some reason.
No. That's easy. Stop. You already messed. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. We have history books about this shit, brother.
But J-Rob,
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna use, I would use
word of mouth.
Hold on. Y'all even let me get it off. Hold on.
I don't want you to say word of mouth. I think that my bad.
Y'all even let me get it off, bro. Dezo does not have 20 plus years of experience. What he just said was he was in school, so there is no way for him to experience this unless he hear from somebody else. Word of mouth. If your mother tell you, hey, you better not talk crazy when you're around them white people, that's word of mouth right there, bro. So now there's a trauma being set into you and be like, okay, now I have to act a certain way, even though I'm like this. That right there is trauma to me. On the other, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
That's not a safe behavior to send a black child out into a community.
But that's why I said the trauma is on both ways, though. That's why I said y'all even let me get it finished. Y'all even let me finish my point, bro. Goddamn, dog. Goddamn, bro.
Relax, gang. I'm not saying you, but you said word of mouth. You got to understand that's not just word of mouth.
But word of mouth could be like your mother.
I get the perspective.
Word of mouth could be your mother telling you what to do, though.
If you're getting taught,
if you're 12 years old and your mother and father tell you better act a certain way around white people or this will happen or X will happen, that is setting a trauma into you because now you're gonna experience somebody that you don't know. And now the past of what you living in, so like you see people, they take a little candy from your hand, they get rocked in their face from young. So now you go to these people and your mother is telling you something worse can happen that you can't have no control over. That's setting a trauma into you. And in the same kind of light, the community has a trauma set on them because that's the perspective that they have from past experiences from other people. It works both ways. It can't just work one way. There's streets and there's intersections, bro. Come on, son.
So all right, so hold on.
I don't agree, but I feel you.
Just to finish what I was trying to say before, right? So the thing is, and first off, my parents don't teach me none of that. You know what I'm saying? My parents have never told me like, you know, I should. Well, the thing is, my mom code switches when she's at work because you know her job is to be on, like she's a telemarketer, so she answers the phone and she has to speak to people, and she puts her best foot forward by you know speaking elegantly and like with you know what I'm saying. So, but the thing is, right? So when I was at college, right? The thing is, I didn't want to come off that way because you know there are stereotypes about Southside Chicago. And the thing is, the best thing that I did to try and not come off as non-threatening as possible is, you know, I started wearing glasses. DRob, I know you can relate. You know, you got the shades on. You know
what the fuck?
Wow. I did the same thing too. Word.
Right, context. So the thing
got
is,
shades on. No.
Niggas wear glasses. Yeah, I don't know. Black men in glasses is definitely non-threatening.
I don't know if context could fit in,
this
but you
nigga
know
got a black shades on with a do-rag.
It's not the same thing.
I give context credit for trying. I give context credit for trying, right?
Yeah, that's definitely credit. You get the credit. You get the credit.
The thing is, that's so I thought me wearing glasses would be like, you know, because you know who's you know afraid of a guy with glasses on, right? Now that's a stereotype that a lot of people have, you know, proven wrong. You know, Superman when he's wearing his glasses can still punch the fuck out of you. But you know what I'm saying? The thing is that's the stereotype of wearing glasses. So I try to, you know, balance the things out. You know what I'm saying? I try not to sag my pants. I try to, you know, dress dress a certain way.
Sagging is kind of Diddy anyway, so
yeah, sagging is
anyway.
like I don't know why
sagging is a little diggy. It's a little Diddy anyway.
Call it sagging.
I don't know why sagging. I don't know why sagging was so
Yo,
popular.
no, Diddy is crazy.
Yo, it's Diddy. Easy, it's Diddy. It's Diddy, bro. So I do want to say this. I do want to come to a clarification with Easy because I understand what Easy is talking about trauma because it is trauma. I don't want to sit here and deny that what he's talking about isn't trauma. What he's talking about is literally generational trauma. But also, I think what we have to also remember, Easy too, is, bro, them white kids is learning from their parents to be wary of us for no reason.
I agree.
People are born racist. So I want to say this too, because I don't want to sit here and tell my black, because Zen Master said they call me an N-word at 9 years old. I look at white people trying to iron on myself all the time. Listen, I live in Connecticut. I live in Arizona. I live in me and my girl. We live in Canada. I'm amongst every type of people. When I come to Canada, I went to a majority white school at UConn. When I lived in Arizona, that's a majority white state as well. So like, I never felt like I had to change DRob to fit in around white people. But I do think we have to be honest and acknowledge, like, Easy, if you and your white homie go into a club, right, or a spot, now nobody has to say nothing to you, but what your history has taught you from books, some of your own like personal friends and counterparts, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, just the history of police brutality. You go to a club, right? You go to a club, there's cops, there's a cop in the club who's like security or whatever. Your friend, your white friend, he could kind of act the ass because he's not considered threatening for how he looks. But we also know we can't act the same way in certain environments because there's this inherent thought process that we're naturally overly violent and aggressive. And so I don't think that's word of mouth from us, bro. That was created to describe us. We didn't come here. First of all, we came here in chains, bro.
Hold on.
I was a train threatening.
DRob, so not to cut you off. So you don't think black people think the same way about other black people?
Yes, we have a whole thing on TikTok going. Something I've always wanted to admit when I was black, whatever. And every people are coming out with their traumas. I don't Easy. I want to keep reminding you. I've said it multiple times. As a community, we also have to fix. We have to foundationally fix. We should not have to code switch and feel like we're non-threatening. Devil shouldn't feel like him wearing his glasses makes him less threatening. But you know what I'm saying? I don't disagree with what you're saying. I want to know. I know that everybody, because you remind me of kind of Bama in this, that y'all always want to make sure y'all remind the black men that as our community got to fix itself. And those are things that I'm never fighting against those sentiments. What the sentiments I be fighting against is the foundational things that we gloss over about ourselves.
No, but
when we do good, no, you're good. When we do good and stuff, even when we're doing good, Easy, people still racist about the good things that we do. We had a whole guy, and the reason is, and again, Zen Master's point is, we're all programmed because, again, look at Easy. Look at what they're selling our young men, boys, and kids. And yeah, we could say that's up to them to not go down these routes. But Easy, some of us in our community are not like us, bro, who have objective thinking, who are raised or had experience that opened our minds up. We all know a person whose value in life is to wake up and wreck shit, bro. We know a black person right now in our community who is a terror to society, should not be on the streets, absolute menace to society. And we could say, and we could look at a lot of things to why he's that way, and we'll use him as the poster child. And this is my biggest problem, Easy. We use the worst apple to be the poster children for all of us, and that's what annoys me the most. Because if more people,
J-Rob,
is that not true? Is that not true? Do we look at every white person to the level of a Jeffrey Dahmer? To the worst version of a white person? Do we look at that and say that all white have any of these type of tendencies? We don't.
But
let Breezy get up.
Hold on. Hold on. First off, I want to say, I love this show. The shows like this keep you savvy to, you know what I'm saying, current things that happen. So I'm a big fan of the show before, you know what I mean? I jumped on
Appreciate
the
you, Pete.
panel. Like, I be in the chat. I try to catch the playback if I, you know what I mean, don't see it live. And I just want to say I got love for y'all for this show. But to J Rob's point, you know, actors will fight this fight. Like Eddie Murphy, he said he had made Boomerang because he was tired of seeing black people in a negative light, stereotyped to be this or that. And in Boomerang, there was, you know, a working class black man. You could see an African American as a working man, as someone in business who had power, you know, not just quote unquote the janitor or something of that nature, you know what I mean? And that was the reason why he made the movie Boomerang. So, you know, our community has been recognized this for a while now, and yeah, it'd be great to see more of what Eddie did in the Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? I think seeing us in that light does mean a lot. You know, how you're projected to the world, it does mean a lot. You know, being from New York City, it's like a place where you meet everybody, so you could kind of like really meet people and not judge them from TV. You know, some people judge who you are, what you are from, think they know who you are because of the television. You know what I'm saying? And in New York, you know what I mean? We have the advantage because, you know, you kind of meet a lot of people from a lot of different places. So we have the advantage over a lot of other places where it's predominantly this or that. You know what I'm saying? Where we live at, you get to meet people, and meeting people is different from television. So I like the city because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger advantage when you're in a major metropolitan area, because you know a lot of people gather into those areas. You know what I'm saying? It's you're gonna have, there's a Chinatown in every major city. You know what I'm saying? There's a you know, there's going to be your block where you got your Italians, a block where you got your Greeks, a block where you have, you know, your Mexicans, Latinos, all that. So yeah, that's definitely an advantage of being in a city like New York or Chicago or LA, because, you know, growing up in Chicago, I would always run into different ethnicities, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it was always a that was never a I never got the majority of how I perceived people from TV, because I would always run into those people, you know.
You know, it was one of the most interesting things that I found out. I had work lit, right? So, you know what I mean, I'm moving around, picking up different people, this and that. So, you know, in those kind of jobs, you kind of get in conversations. And what I realized is that people from India, from what I hear, they play spades. Now, to my knowledge, it was a predominantly and only a black thing on how serious spades were or is. And to hear him speak of spades, now they play it a little different, but they still play the game the way it's supposed to be played. You feel what I'm saying? And again, something like that, I don't see why, you know, that would have been dope if it was a movie scene. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, we know each other because of this game, and we get to, you know, see each other in that light, opposed to, you know, like, cause that's part of culture too. You know, like what we do, that's culture. So, you know what I'm saying? We both play spades. That could be something that we agree upon, opposed to something we disagree upon. You know what I mean?
No, facts. No, I agree. No, I agree, bro.
Easy. Did you was there something that you want to say before?
Yeah. So goddamn. So shit. What you were saying, J-Rock? Fuck.
No, we were talking about how we were talking about how it's I was saying that it's almost bullshit how in our community, you know, shit, if somebody does some scumbag shit, we are held to the accountability of that person.
Oh yeah.
I was like, and I feel like in the white community, like we don't hold white people or Spanish people or Asian people to the worst fucking Asian person that, you know, that we could speak that, or the first worst white person that we could speak of. But, you know, we are still held to the standards of our worst kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Skinfolk, I should say, not even kinfolk, skinfolk.
Well. For one, we don't have the leverage, and two, you as good as your weakest player. So if your weakest player is always fucking up, then how can I give you something if I know you're gonna fuck up? So they're gonna take the weakest player and they're gonna put that demographic on all of us. So if your weakest player keep on getting locked up just for stealing $5 out of Dollar Tree, they're gonna put that stigma on all of us. But so at a certain point in time, like,
but you see how he says that. You see how he says it like that's so simple though. Like that's
easy. No. I'm not trying to. No. I'm not trying to say like it's okay, but you gotta understand life and know how to work around that. You have to create leverage for yourself. So back to your point, DRob. So like, I understand when you're saying like everybody else look at us bad, but at the same time, we have to look at ourselves and build from within. You can't keep on looking from outside because outside going to say your house is dirty. Meanwhile, you're going to say, well, your house is dirty too. Yeah, but you need to clean your house first. So at the beginning of the day, we need to clean our house first so we can have the talking point to even come outside and talk.
And this is my other part. And this is the part that I feel like as Black people, we look again.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, I don't think you're saying me wrong. You're saying I'm wrong. But again, I keep telling you, I'm with that, Easy. I'm with building us up from within, bro. You're talking to somebody who literally like, I am very invested into my community back home. Like I do something for Thanksgiving every year. I done did all types of in hand on my community shit because I didn't grow up in the biggest town. Everybody kind of knows each other. My family is 3 generations into that town. So like, I got my hand, like, pause, but I got my hand in my city. Like, I care about this shit on the ground. But what you're saying, Easy, and this is why I can't get behind this logic ever when it comes to talking about Black people. We are the only community of people that do a lot of things, and I don't understand as a community why we haven't flipped our fucking thought process yet. When we talk about Black people and we say we got to fix things, the conversation always becomes the individual Black person just needs to fix themselves. When we talk about other communities, they help each other out. For example, even if it's bad, here in Canada, there's an immigration problem with people coming to India, but they coming in as families and they living in one house and they stacking all their money together to make it work. That may not be the best situation, but they are foundationally as a family, they are trying to lift themselves up together, not just one. White people, you think the reason why white people continue to have all these positions is because one person just individually said, I'm gonna switch my way of thinking, or I'm gonna switch this and I'm gonna do this? No, they are built up, they are brought up by their own community. It happens in every other culture. We're the only culture that has this dumb idea of independence. And don't get me wrong, our Black men, we are part of the problem. We went to prison for years. We left we left all these Black women with kids and the government to take care of them. So I'm not saying that we don't have to foundationally change, but yeah, we can clean our house. We're going to clean our house and we're going to build a house and clean it up. But if somebody keep dumping on our shit every chance they get, or throw a stone through the window, then we got to fix the window now. Like, bro, you got to understand, we're living in a world that Easy.
I mean, we've seen it in all of these smaller situations.
What you say, Context? Go ahead, Context.
Go ahead, Context. Context.
Oh, he lagging. Yeah, he lagging.
Go ahead, Text, you here?
Yeah, he got to leave. Yo, Text, leave and come back out. Leave and come back out.
All right, so real quick, I just wanted to speak on Easy's point about like white people being judged.
Why
by,
are we not helping the change? Like, why does it have to be one Black person got to fix themselves? Why
real
can't
quick,
all of us try to help each other fix ourselves?
Real quick.
So hold on, Easy. So the thing that you said about being judged by the lowest common denominator, like hold on, Breezy, you got like a slight echo. Mute up from
go on mute real quick, Beast.
Yeah, so Easy.
I agree, Zen. I agree with that too. It's a few tweaks. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, right? When you think about a team being judged by the lowest common denominator, my thing is, if you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, right? The Milwaukee Bucks aren't judged by what the Giannis Antetokounmpo does. You know what I'm saying? That's not why they going win the championship or not. They judge based off of they best player, bro. They judge based off of what Giannis is going to do. What is Giannis going to do?
No,
Hold on,
Dezo.
easy. Hold on, easy.
All right, my fault. Go ahead. My fault.
But if we looking at it like that, right? Why is our community being looked at like the San Antonio Spurs? You know what I'm saying? We got great talent at the front of our roster. You know what I'm saying? We got the Victors, we got the Devin Vassell's, we got the Keldons.
Cause to J-Rob point, we don't got
why
why
is our team being looked at like because we got Zach Collins on the floor? You know what I'm saying? Why is our team being judged based off of what Zach Collins do? Why is that the case?
Yo, Dezo, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, for one, that they looking at us like that because we don't have our head on our shoulders. That's for one. For two, bro, yeah, all right. Y'all could keep on acting like we don't got a Zach Collins on our team, but we do have a Zach Collins on our team. Now, J-Rob, to your point, I agree with you. I don't mean it in an individual sense, bro. I mean it on a macro perspective. I don't want people. I don't want people to just keep on like one by one fixing yourself, because if anything, that creates a little divide in our area too that we could see personally. One person doing good, but 5 people doing bad. Crab in the barrel mentality. So like, so that motherfucker got out, but we still here. Fuck that nigga. They're not gonna try to get with that nigga and try to learn from or get with them to try to build themselves up or build him up and try to get themselves along with it. No. It's gonna be hate. And that's the perception that we've been given because we don't have the leverage, bro. And now that goes into things that's before our time. But at the end of the day, we don't have the leverage. But at the same time, too, this is why I go back to the foundation. Yeah, no, I'm not saying y'all not wrong, bro. Like, yeah, all right. Some people houses.
And I want to say I'm not saying you're wrong either. I want you to know I'm saying that as well.
No, I get your point.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Facts. No, I get your point, J-Rob, but I'm saying though, like, all right, we could say that our house is not that dirty, but we are the first house on the block that got the music going. You know what I'm saying? So no, because everything, bro, we are one of the most. All right, people look at our culture for things, so we are gonna be looked at and scrutinized. So we could say like, yo, your house has dog shit and horse shit in it, but they're gonna say, yeah, but you got dust in your house though. So at the same time, we both going to the same hell. We're both going to the same hell. You might think you're going to get a little less fire than me, but we're going to both go to the same hell. Now, for some reason, we're going to look at y'all because we're more enamored with y'all, and we're seeing the more bad things with y'all because y'all on front light. And plus, at the same time, too, we are asking for leverage. So we are putting ourselves in that front light. So we have to get a part of the scrutiny. So at the same, like I keep on saying, bro, it can't be a one-way street. We are intersection.
But you got to remember, because we don't have the power easy, we don't set our narrative. We don't set our own narrative. Like, for example, what I mean by that is like,
hold on, real quick.
What I'm talking about is like just in power.
Oh, yeah,
like
go.
in terms of, all I'm gonna say, no, go ahead, context. All I'm gonna say is in terms of power.
Let's try to get something off before.
Yeah, go text.
So I wanted to, it was a question, but I want to ask the question first, and then I want you guys to kind of think on it while J-Rob gives the point that he wanted to give. So I was going to ask you guys, with this conversation moving forward, where do you feel? Let me ask this question first, and I'll ask the second question. Do you feel like in certain parts of our community, where in certain occasions, we are supposed to have collective thought? Because most of the time, the real debate is that what happens is when people say, we all say, well, not all black people are all alike. We're not one group think. Is that to our disadvantage? Because in certain situations that we see, like J-Rob brought up, right, where you have certain countries, whether it be Mexican or Indian families that are taking over, they have this collective thinking, and that helps propel them or propel their families into certain situations. So that's where I come into the thing. Or it doesn't have to be all across the board, but I'm saying in certain situations, in certain industries, should we have more of a collective think group?
I mean, if we did, I'll be honest, I'll be short. If we did, we'd have a lot more power. Like, if every black person in one of these major leagues said, I'm not playing, if every artist that's in these music industries said, we're not making no more music, if all these people because let's be honest, you said it earlier, bro. Easy said it. Everybody take from our culture, bro. I know y'all don't. I know some people may not agree with this. You see these K-pop bands, these J-pop bands, in these Asian 100%. Countries. Yeah, that is hip. That is New Edition. That is Boys to Men.
But it's the same thing. But it's right to your point though, DRob. Like we have to keep on creating ourselves and building ourselves anew to keep on keeping up with everybody to be accepted. So they're gonna take our shit. So they're gonna take out our creative ideas and use it for themselves because they know we're working hard just to get to where they at, bro.
Facts. Because how did K-pop become
that's the leverage that they have against us
in a few years? You know what I'm saying? Like now it's a big deal.
There's also that one that hold on, just real quick context. There's also that one Asian artist, right? I don't know if y'all seen him, but he got that little freestyle where he got the mic that comes down and he's walking up to it and he's rapping, and he got
with the chopsticks.
The chopsticks, and he's eating ramen, but he's not really eating ramen. He's not really eating the ramen, right? He just, bro, he's hilarious, right? He's not eating the ramen. He's just picking it out and then just throwing it.
What the fuck?
Bro, I'm like, bro, this is cultural appropriation at its finest. He poured the Hennessy in the noodles. He poured the Hennessy in the noodles, bro.
That's crazy. Bro, what? Yeah. You know, it's the crazy part. He gonna get a bag from that too. That's a crazy.
He get a bag. Yes, for sure.
He's gonna get a bag.
Like
bro.
Even a lot.
Do y'all see this Good Time shit that just came out with Seth MacFarlane?
I seen the preview. I ain't watching it though.
I want y'all to watch the trailer for this new animated version of Good Times, where both executive producers are white. The other executive producer is Steph Curry. He plays basketball all year, so he clearly don't have too much of a hand in like writing. I could tell, bro. They got a baby that's selling drugs. The dad seemed kind of stupid. If anybody remembers Good Times, the dad in Good Times. One of the reasons why he left Good Times back in the day, was because you remember, because he felt like, you remember the guy that goes Dynamite. He felt like that character was almost taken away because you have white writers on a black show who are going to take the ignorant, funny, comedic character and make him the show and gets away from the issues and things that they're talking about in the storyline. That's why you literally left the show. I'm saying, go look at the Good Times. Easy. This is literally what Easy was talking about our creations being flipped and turned and repurposed, and we don't have no like Easy. I'm way Easy on the sense that I almost feel like, yo, if we don't start really gatekeeping, like, and I mean like intellectually gatekeeping, like the money, the intellectual property is all in our name, where people cannot use it for nothing. There's no dispute. I agree with Easy. I don't know how we get our power dynamic.
No, but hold on. I just want to say this. Again, shout out to the Boondocks, because I think this is to counter what the Boondocks did for our community, because the Boondocks did the very opposite of whatever they trying to do is what the Boondocks was the opposite of that. Based on what you said in the description of it before I even see it, I seen the trailer, but I didn't watch it. But I'm glad I'm glad you mentioned that. And again, if you're gonna watch that, go back and watch the Boondocks right after that and see the significance of representation and see the difference of Boondocks to that. They might not be able to create more episodes, but I guarantee, shout to Context Matters, for the context of it, watch the Boondocks and watch that show if you're going to watch that show. But don't watch that show without watching the Boondocks. The Boondocks will save you from what that show is trying to direct you to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the Boondocks will save you. The Boondocks will save you.
Fact.
If I think you're a coon, I might tell you to watch the Boondocks. If I think you're a coon, I might watch the Boondocks.
Because to be honest with you, what the Boondocks was able to do, like just to add on, like obviously Boondocks is well renowned, people know it, but the people that don't know, is actually the point that DRob is like alluding to in terms of Good Times, was that the Boondocks was able to comically explain our trauma, comically explain our issues throughout the diaspora, right? But still be able to make us laugh about it. You get what I'm saying? Right. While you have Riley monologuing, whether it be Riley or Huey, whatever the case, like, and they also had a difference of, like, I wouldn't say they were code switching, but their perspectives and the way that they looked at it, even though they're living in the same household. So that just shows you, like, you can have two people living in the same house or raised by the same parents, same thing, but just have perspective that are completely different on how to move forward. So that's why I asked you guys, moving forward, like, what industries do you think that we should have collective thought
We need a
in?
bank. We need
And
banks.
what
banks.
besides that, that's beyond
that's number
beyond
one
saying.
to me. I think it's the money.
Right.
Unless you have economic power, you have no power.
100%.
We need black owned banks. We need black owned grocery stores. We need black owned
Real infrastructure, things that like thrive, like
to your question,
supermarkets,
Tex,
all of that.
to your question, Tex, the spots that I think we need to keep in control of is food and music. Food and music.
Definitely the music. Definitely the music.
Music, we are probably the best generator of money, and then food. You can never go wrong with food. If we have food, we could feed our people. We could have something going on. We're gonna be in a leverage position with food.
But we need that bank though, easy. That bank. We gotta get these. I ain't gonna lie, all these white folk can't just be all in our black money. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
In our black money, bro.
But J-Rob, you see, that was gonna be one of my points too, though. Like when you were saying it earlier, though. Like, all right, while all these people like making, all right, for us, we don't keep our dollar in our community. Our dollar goes out to other people. So even if we get an idea, that idea is not going to be solely with us. We are going to sell it to other people to make a profit off it, because we as a people alone are not going to support us as a people alone. We give our dollar to everybody else instead of going straight to our people. So that's why that's the leverage right there. That's the leverage right there. So
real quick, J-Rob, I just want to, and just to like bring it back into, and this is why, like, to be honest with you, that's what gravitated me towards Player's Choice and understanding the vision in that, right? So one of the questions that was brought up to me was like, well, in my mind, I actually, like, I was thinking about it, and obviously Player Choice had a lot of opportunities to partner up with other networks, things of that nature, but in my opinion, the idea is to be self-sustaining, and that's what I think. In my opinion, I think Player Choice has the opportunity to do is to be self-sufficient and be its own foundational support to provide for other content creators to establish themselves. You know what I mean? Instead of like, and look, let's look at it right now. Like every other part of sports media, if we're talking about the traditional sports media, it's crumbling or falling within its face. You know what I mean? So the opportunity, I think that's one of the examples that we can see, like with Player's Choice, where like, if it can be self-sustaining, it can provide so much opportunity generationally for so many content creators that are in that sports world that don't have the opportunity to go to, a journalism school. You know what I mean? They can do this and do that and build experience to eventually be able to have IP, intellectual property that they can own themselves or license out to people, things of that nature. Look what Gilbert Arenas was able to do. Look at what Shannon Sharp was able to do. Where I'm taking, like you said, I'm taking what is my gift, which is to create, which is to provide a sense of, it's a hard way to describe it. Like there's some things that you can't put money on. It's not tangible. You know what I mean? There's a currency that we have that's like, it's like a biometric. You know what I mean? Like that's invaluable that other people we have to be, like you said, gatekeeping and knowing who to license it out to, who to
they
do this
gatekeep
with,
on us
who
all
to
the
do that
time.
with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like what ends up happening though, J-Rob, is that
we need the
they
leverage,
dangle the rope, they dangle the carrot.
We even need black folk in medicine, bro. We need a black-owned hospital,
having to survive.
Even medicine is racist, bro.
Right.
The thing to push that.
I got to slide because it's Good Friday, so I got like my girl and her side of the family is Catholic. But easy, I want to say this last point because you brought up something very important, and my girl also black, so people don't, I'm not just make sure I say that, my girl, half black, half white. I want to make sure I know that. But easy, my only thing I want to say before I go is because you brought up a great point. You know what else is the issue too? Easy. We lived in a world where our lawyers, our dentists, our doctors, our high education teachers, they all left the hood because their proximity to whiteness meant more success than helping to develop the next generation of doctors in the community, lawyers, things like that.
By design.
And I think that's important. And I think people need to remember that, because at one point in life, Black people couldn't go to just a dentist. Like, some Black people went to a vet to get their teeth pulled or something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they should go to somebody's house that was a dentist to get their teeth pulled within their community. So I just want to make sure I kept that. We got to keep us in our community, because even though we have hoods, these hoods can look better. You see, now they already trying to push everybody out the hood. Anyway, shit, my town I even live in don't even look the same. They
J-Rob,
turning my city into a community city.
I want to just put this. I just want to put this perspective, and it's just 2 words: urban planning.
Urban planning.
Urban planning, or like urban civics, things of that nature. I got a good of my friends that's Dominican, one of my homeboys. He's actually like in civics. He does like a lot of philanthropy within his community, things of that nature. But when he goes into these meetings, J-Rob, you have to understand these are 25, 50-year plans that are planned way more in advance, getting contract, things like the open. I mean, you see how New Jersey has completely flipped itself around. New York has flipped this stuff around. Like, so these conversations, like, unless you're in these rooms, 9 times out of 10, as much as effort as you could put into your community, these things are getting planned out. It's way.
Don't worry, don't worry. Context. When I'm up off this YouTube shit, and you know, with this sports shit, for real. When I make it to TV and shit doing this sports shit, I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna assassinate me, because my money going to the streets. They're gonna kill me, bro. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
They're gonna try.
No, I'm gonna say this.
They're
gonna try. They're gonna try. No, I'm gonna say this. Everything is okay. I'm gonna die a legend. Niggas gonna know what I did. I don't. Listen, when it comes to Black people, bro, I really stand on that shit. Why is the Black Panther Party not here anymore, fellas? Shit was too powerful. He eradicated it. Why you ever see Judas and the Black Messiah?
I gotta go see that shit.
Lakeith Stansfield, bro. Bro, we got our own killing us.
Right.
They walked this black man like a lapdog all through and let him be the cancer to his own people, the crabs in the barrel, you said. And
all it takes is one person.
That same guy ended up killing himself years later because he couldn't live with the guilt of what he did. Yeah, because you were a detriment to your entire community, not just one person. One person is only a microcosm of the entire community. But fellas, love talking to y'all always. Shout out to the No Snooze.
Love you,
Make sure
Rob.
you like the video. See y'all
also tap into JEB. You know what I mean? Shout out to JB. To the guys at that. Hopefully Breezy come back through. I think Breezy had
well, yeah, we about to get up out of here anyway. Really insightful conversations, man. Much needed conversations too. You know, I love it when we can break down on these no snooze buttons. I love
trying to come here and try to act funny, bro, but then y'all be getting deep. I gotta get into my bag a little bit. God damn, y'all be having fun. I come up here, get serious and shit. God damn it, my
well, yeah, you know what's a good joke if it ain't serious sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what balances.
Best jokes are hidden with truth, yo. That's a fact.
Facts. You know, but once again, wanted to send out some prayers to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Tragic situation. Just you know, it looked like that was the only bridge for a couple miles. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the pictures. It's like, bro, it's no other bridges in this man. Like, how are people getting back and forth? So it's like,
you know, just real quick, you know, what was like the mind-blowing thing as I'm watching the video was just like the way that, and call me bugged out, but to me it felt like the boat was not heading towards the pillar. It wasn't heading towards the pillar. For some strange reason, it just deviated and went right into the pillar. Like,
I hope you're not doing conspiracy theory.
But my thing is, you gotta, and maybe I'm bugged out, but if you guys see from the beginning of the video, if the where it might be angles, obviously things, you know, we can't see depth perception based off of video, but the way that you see in it don't look like it's going towards the pillar. And then for some reason, it takes this detour and it says up straight for the pillar. And I'm like, in slow motion.
Let me say this though, Tex. Let me say this though, real quick, Tex. All right, cool. Real quick, just look into buoyancy. I'm just gonna say certain things in the water attract to things that are set in the water. I'll say that. I don't want to go down the conspiracy.
they said that the guy
Fair point.
that was driving, the pilot of the boat, they said that he gonna be pushing shopping carts at Walmart for the rest of his life.
Bro, don't do that,
it's over.
Dezo. Don't do that. No,
It's
Dezo, don't
over.
do that. No.
Let it rock.
That did not happen, bro.
Let it
That
rock.
did not happen, bro.
It's over.
Bro, no,
Back him up.
bro. The
Back him up.
article said the ship went dead, bro. The whole ship went dead, bro. Don't put that on the man. Put that on the people who let that ship, that container, go out, because the article said
That's true.
that container been having problems with its power and all type of electrical and technical problems the whole fucking month, and they kept on putting that container back out there. So right back to my point, leverage and money. Yo, these motherfuckers need their order right now. But boss, but that ship is fucked up. I don't give a fuck. I need my money.
Right.
Blame the people that's greedy, that's money hungry, bro. That's on them.
Because that's exactly what we was talking about the other day with Boeing.
Right.
How Boeing don't give it.
And shout out to the CEO. He resigned. See, of course. I'm not surprised. Yeah, he resigned.
Not surprised at all, bro.
Yeah, the CEO of Boeing definitely.
These companies be some scumbags, bro. It's crazy.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Mind you, here's the funny thing, Dezo. He's going to end up being a CEO somewhere else.
He's going to be he's going to get rehired somewhere else. Yep.
That's how we're like. This is high level nepotism. Like this is like high level nepotism with chess. You know what I mean? Like there's this. There's these moving pieces that a lot of people can't see, and there's something that Kanye alluded to, Michael Jackson alluded to. There's glass ceiling that not everybody's privy to. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to DRob's point. I think that he was saying to you, Easy, was that although we need to definitely get our ducks in order, but to be fair, there is still moving parts that we can't see that is causing people to go against this and go against that and go against this, because their livelihood is based on how they maneuver the sheep. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I mean. Like there's certain people that are being tasked as shepherds to lead it on this. Oh yeah, you got to do this so that just where they're not gonna look at over here. You know what I mean? So it's a nasty game that we're playing. It's high level chess, and a lot of people are just playing checkers.
Yeah,
they're not even playing checkers. They're playing tic-tac fucking toe.
Right?
They playing something, bro.
They playing. That's what they're doing. That's what they playing. That's what's going on.
They're playing around. That's a fact.
They playing hangman or something. You know.
Yo, real quick, Dezo, real quick before you close out, bro. Motherfuckers, y'all know, get your money, solve a lot of problems in life. Nigga, it ain't gonna be nice. Real quick, yo, Young Miami, you out here moving pink, fucking white? You moving pink white girl for this nigga Itty?
Man, you know what she was doing, bro. You know what she was doing.
No, but but here's my thing, that's all right. Here's my thing, and this is why I get so fucking upset, bro. People look at me crazy. So like, you talk so much big shit, but you still a drug fucking mule, and you talking down on people. You piece of fucking shit, yo. Piece of dog shit, bro. This is why I hate weird bitches like this, bro. You talking down on working people, but you still moving pink white girl for a DV guy, a SA. Nah, bro, come on, yo, nah. You gonna so when I go to hell, you're coming there with me. But the difference is I'm gonna be the one with the fucking whip cracking it on your dumb ass, bro. Cracking it on your dumb ass, my nigga. Cracking it on your dumb ass, my nigga.
You gotta think about it. And we're gonna real quick before we think, because obviously you guys we didn't even touch upon it. But obviously Homeland Security decided we had enough. Too many people was talking on your name. Not only that, there are pictures being floated around. Little Rod has refiled the same lawsuit, but taking away certain things, adding certain things. Lucian Grange responded and said that he lied on his name. So that's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the people that were also on these lawsuits, how they're going to have to deal with the situation. Now, to the point with that drug mule guy, Jesus Christ, could you not look any more like a Breaking Bad character? Holy shit. He looks like he does all the drugs that he holds for Diddy. Like he participates in all of that. Now, what makes it worse is that his two sons are also implicated into the situation where they were putting drugs, allegedly putting drugs into the champagne bottles, things of that nature, having illegal guns, things of that nature. There's been multiple occasions where these things have been put onto their name. So obviously, in my opinion, a lot of people think that Diddy's out of the country already. They think that he's already in Bali with Ross Simmons. I disagree. I don't think he's there yet. I don't think so. I think he's still here or around the vicinity. I don't think he's in a spot where they can not extradite him. This is good. This is gonna look bad. To be fair though, I don't know how much they're going to allow him to be the fall guy by himself. You get what I mean? Because obviously they're cool with Diddy being the fall guy. With all of these situations happening, he's been dodging all these situations, from the City College situation, from the Shine taking the bid for him, things like that nature. Situation with Tupac, avoiding that allegedly, like the things with Biggie, allegedly avoiding those things. All of these karma things being added on, you know what I'm saying? Like the rollerball effect. Obviously, it's met its match. But to be fair though, Easy, this is predatory behavior. Young Miami is a victim of predatory behavior. She chose this life. Listen, hear me out. She chose the life. However, I'm pretty sure it was more than she can. I didn't think that she was going to assume that she's going to be transporting pink liquid cocaine.
Yeah, she was trying to get a bag off Diddy, man.
I don't think so.
She wasn't trying to move drugs for the nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that. But to be fair, you
a stupid bitch that talk down on people. That's what you tell me. You're a stupid motherfucker that talk down on people.
She's definitely.
No. But real quick, Dezo. So you telling me that this bitch right here is a person that responds before she thinks?
100%. 100%. Yes. Easy. You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
So what we doing here, bro? I'm not giving this bitch no bail, bro. I'm not giving this bitch no. My fault.
Listen. But easy. I'm not doing is I'm not, because she's participated. She was well aware of certain things, allegedly, as they claim into her situation, right? And the music don't make it any better. It would be different if she was doing a whole different style of music, rapping like Rhapsody, but she's dealing with this.
But she don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like that definitely plays a part. But to be fair, Easy, the structure, the social construct of the music industry is to take advantage of people that don't think highly of themselves, that are, you know what I mean, that are desperate, you know what I mean, that are going through these situational problems, that they're going to look at the handlers as saviors. You know what I'm saying?
So Tex. All right, to that point then, throughout this whole conversation we having, right? Because remember, all the conversation we done had this little morning, right? So Carisha, I ain't gonna call you young fucking Miami, Carisha, right? Boom. You get up to this high level, right? Why don't you give back or put people on to talking down on them? Since you're in a fucked up position, why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this, right? Why are you doing this? That's my question. Why are you doing this? Because you are getting taken advantage of, and you know the people below you are getting fucked up even more.
Right.
Why are you not? Why are you providing to the problem instead of helping for the solution?
Birkin bags.
This is fucking crazy. I'm about to jump out the window. I'm about to jump out the window.
On that, easy crash out. On that note, y'all. This is definitely the No Snooze Button Show. A show for the people, powered by the people. You already know the three amigos, Ox, Dezo, and myself. Keep us tapped in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know. We're gonna add some more cities in terms of the financials. You just gotta let us know where you're watching us from. Put it in the comments. Let us know what's going on in your city, in your town, in your community, so that way we could give it to the people. This was dope conversation. Appreciate Breezy for pulling up, Easy for pulling up, and DRob for pulling up. Tap into the JEB podcast. That's with DRob on By Any Means, Early and Bama, as well as their lovely host Ari. So they're definitely doing some great things over there. Also tap into the Champagne Room. Ox is gonna definitely bring that back, and also tap into Graveyard Shift. We're definitely gonna have something dope. We might continue the conversation and talk about what's going on with this with the, not the feds, because a lot of people are confused that this is not the feds that are at Diddy's doorstep. This is Homeland Security. investigation. We're gonna probably tap into that more of that on Saturday. Also tune in on Monday. We're gonna hit y'all back with another no snooze button. Again, shout out to the big girls, shout out to the skinny girls, and shout out to the vanilla milk, to the chocolate, and everything in between. It's about to be summertime, y'all. Duck your taco, protect your mata, get some money, and stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Make sure y'all stay safe, man. Exit this weekend the same way I enter it, man. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, bro. We'll catch y'all on Friday.